Hello my beautiful collective, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. So today we're taking a look at doing a shadow work reading, which is all about that inner work. So you can already tell by that particular title as to whether or not this reading is going to be suitable for you at this time, okay? Obviously only take the messages that are meant for you, and don't try and force fit messages or situations to go with whatever you're trying to fit it in with, okay? It's either going to be your message or it's not going to be, all right? So your first card out, what it is that you're needing to accept or what it is that you're feeling stuck at this time, that one is the Seven of Pentacles. What you're needing to make peace with, the Three of Swords, yep. What you're needing to release, the Page of Cups, okay. What you're learning along the way, that's the Page of Pentacles. What is next for you guys on your journey, Justice, beautiful. And a message from Spirit or your higher self is the Five of Cups. Now, you will have noticed straight away, this is a brand new deck. This one has got the plant and flower associations with this one, and I've got the list here that came with this deck about all of the corresponding flowers and plants and so on and so forth. We're going to go through absolutely everything together. I only just got this deck yesterday, so it is a bit of a special one, this one. I've never seen anything like it before, and I thought, oh, that's going to be really interesting to use because we're being given even more information. Now, your overall energy is the Ten of Pentacles, so this is the umbrella energy, okay? Basically, everything else that's going on around you is happening within this Ten of Pentacles environment, okay? So this could be a situation that's going on within a family for some. It could be going on within close connections of yours, particularly because you've got the Ace of Cups that is immediately underneath that one, right? So it's love and care for your family, protection for your family, nurturing your family, supporting your family. And again, remember, not everybody's situation is the same, okay? I always say, look, family, that's what you make it, all right? It's not going to be immediately about those that you're related to through genetic circumstance, okay? Not for everybody. Like that's not going to be family for everybody. I know that's certainly the case for myself, okay? You know, there are a lot of people here who are seeking the advice of tarot, who don't actually have anything to do with those that they are immediately related to for bloody good reason, right? So family is what you make it. Let's keep an open mind. So your considerations at this time is family and what that means for you. Now this flower is the lily. And this one says on the list that lilies are about completion, according to this deck, okay? Now, of course, lily, it could mean something different for you. You've got to run with whatever it means for you specifically. Lilies are associated with the tens in this deck, which are about completion, peace, and wholeness, okay? And all the cat lovers are immediately like, oh my God, no, it's toxic, it's poison. Yeah, because you got cats. You just cut off the pollen heads and you're good to go. So, lilies are also about maturity as well. And that message is just coming through intuitively, okay? Because I read a lot of Lenormand as well, and lilies in Lenormand cards, they're all about maturity and how time evolves, how time moves on, and how nothing can stay the same. So I do feel, yes, that there is an end of an era here for you and for your family. Again, whatever that means for you. But there's also this energy of peace that's surrounding this particular end of an era, especially with the Ace of Cups being underneath that one. And the aces are associated with almond, And almonds, according to this deck, are about manifestations. It makes perfect sense, right? Possible that there is new energy that's coming in towards your family, or whatever your family unit is for you. New energy. Could be birth of a new child, could be a christening, could be a new pet. Again, it's whatever you make of it. But it tells me that definitely there is new energy that's coming in towards your Ten of Pentacles association. And that could be triggering some... It could be triggering some... I don't want to use the... Well, no, I do want to use the word insecurity, but I don't want the word insecurity being taken the wrong way. Okay. It could be triggering past elements, past memories for you. You know, you've got this new situation here within your family unit, and it's triggered these old memories, and now that's what you need to look at when it comes down to you doing your shadow work. Okay. Ultimately, this is supposed to be a peaceful time, a time of manifesting, a time of completion, a time of being thankful for the past, closing out the past, and then welcoming in the new. Okay. But obviously there are some there is some friction here, okay, because you've got the Three of Swords and you've got the Five of Cups, and both of these cards indicate that there is a certain level of friction that's going on, a certain level of being triggered. Okay, so really intense week, I feel, for some, a really intense week. What it is that you're needing to accept, that's the Seven of Pentacles, and the creator of this deck. In fact, I keep going on about this deck and I'm not showing you. I just randomly found it in a really cool little shop. Right, excuse me while I drop everything. Yeah, this one is called the Liber Florum Tarot. I don't know where you'd be able to purchase one of these from, because I randomly just came across it, as I said, in a cute little high street shop. The creator is called Cosmic Eye. I don't know if that's going to be helpful. It's just in case anyone's, you know, watching this read and they're like, oh, I really, really want that deck. I don't know where you could get it from. Right, anyway, Seven of Pentacles, for what it is that you're needing to accept, or where it is that you're feeling stuck. And according to this one, the rose is associated with evolve. Nice. So evolution. Now, your Seven of Pentacles ultimately is about patiently waiting for the rewards of your hard work to come through. It's a reminder of the accumulative effect of lots of little things building up into one big thing. It's the card of harvest, the card of you reap what you sow. It can carry a lot of intense karmic connotations to it, because of the whole you reap what you sow. What you put into the ground and what you nurture, that's what you're going to expect to harvest. Okay. What you put in, you're going to get back out again with interest. Again, all very karmic energies. So I feel that this one is indicating that you're not going to be able to force karma to work any quicker. That's the first thing, because of the karmic and the patience message. And of course the evolve, evolution. Things need to evolve in their own time, okay? You're needing to accept that you cannot rush something. Now, it's not necessarily about, you know, someone else getting what they deserve, either in a positive aspect or a negative one, okay? It's not just going to be strictly stuck to that message, okay? This could also be about your life in general, and you feeling a bit it could be a bit of a sore point at the moment. Oh, I've been working on this for years and years and years, and it's not grown yet. I feel like I'm wasting my time. We all get to that point at some stage in our lives, right? This is a reminder from Spirit that you cannot rush the evolution process, the growth process. Things need to evolve in their own time. And that, I had a really harsh reminder of that at the start of the growing season, just that beginning of the year just passed. Started growing tomatoes, and all of the seeds went in the soil on the exact same day. They all had the exact same growth conditions, everything, right? And I've got a picture somewhere. I keep meaning to post it, but I keep forgetting because I just get overtaken by other work. But anyway, these tomato plants, after like a couple of weeks, I had a couple of really big plants, and then some of them were still tiny, tiny, tiny little buds. And I'm like, what's going on here? That was a real life example of everything has to grow and evolve at its own time. Ultimately, you can put in all of the hours available to you into this one thing, one project, whatever it is, right? You could do your absolute utmost best, and you know what? You're still not going to be guaranteed success. You're still going to have to surrender a certain amount of control over to Mother Nature, as it were, yeah? That's true for your life. That's true for your kids' life. We're always telling kids, you grow at your own pace, you evolve at your own pace. It's true for gardening, it's true for your career, for, anything and everything. That is 100% applicable to absolutely everything in life. Everything and everyone has to grow and evolve at their own pace. And do you know what? No, the process cannot be forced. It cannot be rushed. Sometimes it just is what it is, yeah? So this is where you're currently feeling stuck at the moment, because there's this feeling of, well, how can I nudge it? How can I push it along? How can I speed up the process? Here's the answer. You can't. You can't. And that is what you're needing to accept, okay? We're not guaranteed success, as I say. You can put everything that you've gone, like, I'm going to take you back to that metaphorical garden, right? Doing that has helped me massively with my own spiritual growth. You can put all of the love that you can into every single seed, give it all you can baby these plants. And guess what? You're still not going to be guaranteed success. And everything in life that you approach is going to be the exact same. Driver's test. You could put your heart and soul into it. You could study day and night. And guess what? You could still fail. But the main thing is, you tried your fucking best. You did your best at the time. And it doesn't mean that it's a total loss either. Okay, so just because the results are not as expected doesn't mean to say that it's a failure, because there's always something that you can use. There's always something that you could what's the word, utilize, yeah? Like, he's looking at that bush there and he's like, oh, come on, what's wrong with you? Why are you growing so slow? I've not got enough yet. Someone else could come along and they'd be like, wow, look at all of that you've grown. That's incredible. That's amazing, that is. But in his opinion, it's like, oh, it's not quite enough. So, yeah, really strong message there. What it is that you're needing to make peace with, the Three of Swords, something painful, something hurtful. Need to make peace with a disappointment. Perhaps, again, if your current situation, because reminder, not everyone's situation is the same. If you're going through a situation right now where you're needing to grieve, you have absolutely got to give yourself that time and space to grieve, All right? If you need to grieve, do not ignore it. Ignoring it is only going to add to much bigger problems later on down the line. Okay? If this is more to do with a minor disappointment either in yourself or within somebody within your family here, or a minor disappointment within your business, you needn't to make peace with it. Okay? Now, this one is the cypress flower. So let's take a look. The cypress is associated with all of the threes, and they are about growth. How fantastic. That's really, really appropriate to put growth with the number threes. So it's like, yeah, okay, this situation, okay, it wasn't a raging success, but I still gained a lot from it. You know, I still learnt a lot from it. Growth. I love it. And with this particular card, it's Spirit's way of telling you that this too shall pass. Okay. Because from the hurt, from the pain, from the disappointment, from the grief even, it's an avenue. It sounds cheesy, but it really is a doorway towards growth. Okay. You've got to grieve, but don't hold on to it for too long. Okay. Because then it'll start to control you, and that's exactly what we do not want. We don't want anyone's grief controlling them or dominating them. Okay. Your next one in line, the Page of Cups, with the daisy for what it is you're needing to release. So the daisy is associated with all of the pages, and they're about innocence. It's what you're needing to release, something to do with innocence. There could be a message here about your childhood. I'm seeing this message as a rite of passage, because it is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very loving, gentle energy. And with it being associated with innocence as well, it's screaming out rite of passage. A rite of passage. So you're going through a rite of passage at the moment. Okay, let's take a closer look into that Page of Cups, because I definitely do feel that there's another message here that's wanting to come out, but I can't quite get to that message right now. You've also got another page right next to it, which is the Page of Pentacles, for what you can learn. Page of Pentacles is a student. It's learning new skills, or adding new skills to your current tool belt, as it were. Okay, Page of Pentacles is all about being teachable. Being teachable. So 2 pages here, back to back. Interesting. Was this Page of Cups for what our collective is needing to release, please? Thank you. Oh, look. Page of Cups is clarified with another Page of Cups, and yet another page, a Page of Wands. So there's really, they are putting emphasis here on your childhood. They definitely are, with all of these pages. Some of you could have been from a large family of origin here. You know, like you could have had a lot of siblings here. Because you've got 4 pages that are in super quick succession to each other. 2 waters, 1 fire, and 1 earth. So there's a lot of feelings that's going on. There's a lot of mixed emotions also. There's potentially one of these siblings that is very immature, that is very detached from the feelings of others, potentially a very, very selfish, controlling individual who is also being puppeteered by another individual. And then you've got this other energy here that's really superficial and, you know, melodramatic and theatrical, and absolutely loves and thrives off other people's bad news, and loves to spread gossip as well. So you've got 2 pages who are in the upright position, and then 2 pages who are off center. And this is what you're needing to release. If this isn't about siblings, then this is going to be about other people that you're currently associating yourself with, where you think that they're one way, but in actual fact they're the complete opposite. Do you know what I mean? There's very selfish, very two-faced, gossipy, slanderous energy here that's coming off of these 2 pages off center. And this is like Spirit's telling you to release these people. Okay, whoever they are, you're being told to release them, because they are behaving in a way that is completely irrational, and yet they're making out that you're the one that's being irrational or immature or bossy or something like that. Okay, and then with your Page of Pentacles, for what you can learn, I feel actually that with these people here triggering some childhood memories of yours where you felt powerless, where you felt like you weren't able to have any borders or any boundaries, where you felt like you had to carry the weight of other people's emotions on your shoulder, like you were somehow responsible for the emotions of others. I feel that what you're learning here actually is about your own boundaries. And the really strange thing that's coming through is a lot of purple. Maybe your favorite color is purple. I don't know if you can see here, like this deck is really, really unusual because the color schemes are quite different from the traditional Rider-Waite. See that hill in the background? See how purple that is? That really caught my eye there. So purple, that's going to be about your crown chakra, okay, which is your ability to understand, your ability to be connected to the universe, to your more sort of spiritual side. Okay, your crown chakra is also enlightenment and cosmic consciousness, right? It's all to do with behind the veil energies. So I am definitely speaking to a collective here that is 100% in touch with their higher self right now. And it's almost as if you're trying to... I can't explain it. It's really difficult energies. It's like you're trying not to allow these people destroy that connection once again that you have with your own higher self, and that connection that you have with the spiritual realm. So these people probably at one point in the past bullied you for being really sort of spiritually aware, and for being able to receive messages from beyond the veil, that like they probably ripped the piss out of you and made you feel like, oh, I have to hide that part of myself. Do you know what I mean? That's how this energy is coming across. So what it is that you're learning is kind of showing other people and demonstrating to other people, look, this is me, this is who I am. You don't have to like it, but guess what? I'm not going to change it just to make you feel more comfortable. See how he's lifting up that pentacle? He's really proud of it, yeah? And that's to do with your connection to the beyond, to the divine, to whatever name you prefer to use it, okay? Your connection to the universe itself. It's like, look, this is me, this is who I am. I'm not going to hide who I am anymore. I'm just not going to do it. I don't care what you think about it. But I'm definitely not going to hide it just to make you comfortable anymore. I'm not doing it. It's not who I am. So you could have been from like a really sort of evangelical almost type background, maybe, or just a background where people would just shit all over those who were more spiritually inclined, you know, because of their own misunderstandings of it, whatever reasons. People always have reasons to hate on others. Always doesn't matter what you do. If someone's made up their mind that they've got an issue with you, that's it. They've got an issue with you, you know. What is next for you on your journey? You have justice that's coming through for you. So a good result that's coming through for you. This is fairness, this is balance, this is equality, this is good karma, okay? And this one is ruled by aloe. And aloe, yes, it is a very healing plant, but it's not actually associated with healing according to this deck for this card. This one is about, if I can find it on the list, defense. This one is about defense. Interesting. So, I mean, yes, you can take the healing message that comes with aloe as another part of your message, absolutely. Okay, I always encourage you all to use your own discernment. No doubt you're going to be receiving your own channeled messages while you're watching my readings anyway. So I definitely do encourage you to follow your own channeled messages as well. Okay, your messages are correct, my messages are correct. You know, it doesn't have to be either or. All right. So with this one being defense and justice, I am seeing that you're going to end up going head to head with somebody this week. Okay. I paused there because I'm like, oh man, it's going to sound a bit negative, but you know what? That's life in a nutshell, okay? The readings are not going to be all sunshine and rainbows because life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. So, you know, we've got to keep it real. You are going to be going head to head with somebody this week, and it is going to be triggering. And it is going to open up these old wounds of yours from where you felt young and vulnerable. And maybe from the times where you were a little bit more impressionable. We were all impressionable when we were kids, every single one of us. Yeah, no shame in that at all. You're defending yourself here. You're going to be doing the right thing for you and for your family. There's that word again. All right. So, I mean, this could be a situation where it's like, you have now created your own family as an adult, and now you've got your family of origin fighting with the family that you've created. You know, it is showing me a situation like that as well. You got to keep in mind that your priority is going to be with the family that you created. All right. And I don't care who says what about that. It is what it is. And I stand by that every day of the week, okay? Because a lot of people seem to have it in their heads that just because they're genetically related to someone, it gives them a free pass to treat other people like they're shit. And guess what? It doesn't give people a free pass at all. And I will stand next to anybody who will stand up for themselves like that, okay? The family that you created, that's where your priorities are. I'm going to clarify this this justice energy. Can you tell us more about justice for our collective, please, for what is next for our collective on their journey? Wow, I love it. I love it. It's the Seven of Swords in the reversed position. That's fantastic. There are revelations that are coming through here. This is somebody getting caught, someone getting caught out. Someone who thought that they were going to get away with whatever it was that they were doing. It's these pages here that have come out off center. They are going to get their just desserts. You are going to get your justice from whatever these individuals did to you, either as a child. You know, you could be one of these where you had something done to you as a child by these other siblings or relatives here, and up until now they've always gotten away with it. Well, you're going to be getting justice this week, okay? Because these people or this person, they're getting caught out. They are getting caught out. That's why when that one came out in the reverse, I did a big smile, and I'm like, yes, that's legit justice. Possible but not very likely that one of these individuals is going to be making a confession. Like I said, possible but not very likely. I feel that this is more to do with the truth. You know how we always say, look, the truth has its day. The truth will always come out. There is no hiding that truth. Yeah, no matter what someone does to try and conceal the truth. It'll always come out eventually. This is eventually. Like literally, this is eventually. And again, it feels like the natural process of things. Because remember, we started off with the Seven of Pentacles, which was the natural process of things. So this was the only way that this situation was ever going to go. It was only ever going to go this way. And guess what? Is right there. And then you've got the Five of Cups here with a message from your higher self or a message from spirit. And this one is associated with nettle. Nettle from a perspective of like medicinal plants, they are incredibly useful. And not everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, because not everyone treats them like a weed. Most people, like the common thing to do is to treat them like a weed. And in actual fact, they are one of the most useful plants we could be using. You can make nettle tea, and that helps out with any sort of like skin conditions, any hair loss, any hair thinning. A nettle tea every night. It can make your hair grow back in thicker. You can eat it, like you can cook it and eat it like it was spinach as well. I mean, there are so many things that you can do with nettle. It's incredibly healing, really potently healing. Okay, so there could be a message there for somebody about how you've been misjudged or misrepresented in order to suit someone else's rhetoric. Because bearing in mind, modern people think that nettles and other plants are weeds because why? Because they were selling poison, yeah, because they were selling weed killer, and that's how they made their money. And so they had to train entire generations. Oh yeah, all of these plants, dandelions, nettles, thistles, all these plants are weeds. Yeah, you want to use our weed killer on it, you know. That was their thing. So it's possible that your situation was pretty much similar to that. Someone else had benefit in defaming you. You know, it was in their best interest to make out like you were someone that you're not, you know. It was in their best interest, and for a long time they did benefit from having that rhetoric being put out there, yeah, but not anymore. Right, nettle. Let's see, this one is saying that it's associated with change. Fantastic. So this person or these people are going to find themselves exactly where you were once stood. Okay, which is feeling that loss, which is feeling this place of hopelessness. Okay, which ultimately the Five of Cups is about, that feeling of hopelessness. Isolation it can be as well. Okay, so where people had you in this energy, they're now standing in that exact spot. Like, you're switching places with them this week, basically. Okay. How that ties in with your shadow work is going to be about remaining humble, ultimately. Because remember, with your lily as your strongest overall energy. Now, I told you that lilies are associated with maturity, and this deck is telling you that the lily is associated with completion. Okay. It screams to me of remain humble. Try not to kick these people when they're down, because ultimately you don't want to become just as bad as what they are, okay? The goal ultimately is to maintain that high vibe, okay? But yeah, really powerful messages that have come through for you guys this week. Now, I'm going to take a look at a healing message. And this deck is absolutely beautiful. Let me get the box. Divine Initiations Oracle, absolutely fantastic. For anyone who is serious about their healing journey, I definitely do recommend this particular deck. Now, this one I do have the link for in my description box below. Okay, right. So let's get you. Oh, strange. The Awakening. I don't know if you saw how that deck handled then. It was like, no, it's shuffled enough, this one here. And lo and behold, it's number 2, The Awakening. Right. Okay. Lovely. Humanity is experiencing a transformative evolutionary shift in consciousness as we come to the end of a 25,900 year ascension cycle. We're living in unprecedented times as we transition out of the Dark Age and move into the Golden Age of Aquarius. Kali Yuga is known in Hinduism as the fourth and the present age of the world cycle. It is the time in which war and conflict are present. Humanity has been on Earth for thousands of years under the control of unseen forces which have governed society through deception, capital consumerism culture, as well as continuous death and rebirth cycles. Many starseed souls, light workers, light warriors and indigos chose to incarnate on planet Earth during this time to anchor in the light frequencies and transmute the darkness as this shift takes place. These souls of a higher resonance are here to usher in the new Earth Golden Age, an age of harmony, innovation, humanitarianism, peace, and unconditional love. If you have attracted the Divine Initiation Oracle into your life, then there is a high probability that you're one of the brave souls who signed up for this divine mission. When the Awakening card appears in a reading, you're being called to unplug and detach from any fear, manipulations, or doubt. Now is the time to meditate, to ground in nature, to tap into your intuition, to further develop a strong level of spiritual discernment. It is important to let go of old structures and dismantle the matrix programming within in order to match the higher frequencies of the new Earth timeline. This oracle is a reminder that you did not come here to serve fictitious systems built on greed, propaganda, and materialism. You came here to bring heaven on earth, so share your gifts with the world and awaken your true divinity. It takes much courage and strength to step out of the system, as we're essentially going against what we have been programmed to believe since birth. However, in doing so, we will finally escape the matrix and claim our freedom as divine, sovereign beings. We may encounter multiple stages of awakening throughout our lifetime as we elevate and expand on our consciousness. Awakenings are often accompanied by physical and mental challenges as the mind is freed from illusion, distortion, and outdated programming. We may experience some of the following symptoms, mainly anxiety, ego death, depression, a loss of identity, questioning reality, a need to seek truth, emotional instability, the disappearance of friends, losing touch with traditions, vivid dreams and nightmares, a longing for a place called home, and feeling as though you're going crazy. Yeah, but you're not going crazy. As you awaken, your body is adjusting to a new, higher state of being. So you may notice that you become more sensitive to certain foods, to artificial light, to chemicals, sounds, smells, products on the skin, and even the energies of other people. Although the awakening process may feel uncomfortable, trust yourself in knowing that you have the power to rise above all limitations and embody the true infinite light being that you are. Right, and then they're suggesting for you to place both of your hands on your heart and repeat the following. I am now free. I now free myself from all illusions, limitations, and false programming. I now release any entity attachments, fear, and self-doubt. I am divinely protected as I transition through this stage of awakening. And then it's suggesting phantom quartz, sugarlight, or labradorite for your healing crystals. Okay. So somebody is going through a spiritual ascension or a spiritual awakening here. And you're starting to realize that certain company that you've been keeping has not been for you. Okay, it has not been for you. As someone who's been there a couple of times, I will tell you, yes, it is one of the hardest things that you will go through. But ultimately, when the universe rips the mask off certain people, you've got to believe what it is that you see. Okay? You have to. Because if you were to hold on to these types of individuals, you know, backstabbers, they're two-faced, they're melodramatic, they feed off of other people's bad news, they feed off of gossip. You know, if they gossip to you, they're going to be gossiping about you. Yeah, you've got to release people like that. Okay, you're not going to be able to take them on this journey of yours. There's just no way. And it is going to be painful, especially if these are people that you're related to, if these are people that you've known since fucking forever. Okay, yes, it's going to be painful, but it is necessary to let them go. Whoa, 3 of them. Okay, learn to put your emotional baggage where it'll do some good instead of using it to shit on other people. Yeah. So somebody uses their emotional baggage as an excuse to treat others like crap. Which is not great. You know, someone's got the attitude of, well, do you know what? I had a hard life, so I'm entitled to give others a hard time because I never had it easy, so why should everyone else? You know, it's really low vibe. If you can speak 3 languages, profanity, sarcasm, and real shit, then you can literally talk to anybody. Yeah, keep it real. Stop buying shit that you don't need to impress people that you don't like. Those shitty people don't matter, and they won't care if and when you cry bankrupt. Yeah. Somebody has been putting too much emphasis on keeping up with the Joneses. Somebody, and again, like this could be someone around you that's doing this. This could be the people that you're being told to disconnect from. You know, they get themselves into thousands upon thousands of debt just to basically impress the neighbours. Oh, look at my fancy new car. Oh, look at my fancy house. You know, always, what will other people think? What will other people say? You know, you can't live like that. Someone's got a right couple of shits around them. I'm telling you. You've got a couple of nasty little shits around you. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you did like it and you want to see more. Private readings with me, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Our Patreon page is finally back up and running again, so you can join us over there for all of the free bonus content and all of the information on everything that I've just said you're going to find in my description box below. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.